Welcome back to The Express in Cole Harbour. Strength, hope, and hard work. Those are the trilogy of personal characters that you'll find at the Trilogy Houses. We have a very inspiring story up next where we meet a man who was once a client of the Realistic Recovery Success Society and is now in a position to help others by sharing his own experiences.
This is Trilogy House 2. It's in the Newton community of Surrey. It's a recovery house for men.
Okay, so here we are. We found ourselves once again in this recovery house. So we got a new guy. We got Jamie sitting right there.
The Trilogy Houses are operated by the Realistic Success Recovery Society.
85 days.
So you haven't been drunk in 85 days?
No.
We started with Trilogy House 1 in 2007, and now in 2012 we have 4 recovery houses. We have 46 residents, all who are receiving programming and attending AA meetings and learning how to live a clean and sober life.
So there's a couple things we should talk about with Tim coming in.
Okay.
You know, he's got a maybe we'll sit down. He's got a story that you know, it's not different than most, but he's been doing a lot of heroin. Well, Cole came here in May of 2008, and he came here from Peace Arch Hospital. He'd been hit on the head with an axe. And he had a rough past, as most people that come to recovery do, and he'd been suffering from a severe addiction to crystal meth. And through his family's support, his family's desperation, he came to us.
I'm not sure what house you're thinking about putting that, but you know, I might suggest T3.
He's moved up from being the new guy.
We've got one opening,
and now he's a manager.
If one of the other guys from the other house feels like they're ready for a little bit more responsibility.
And he's doing a wonderful job as a manager, and he's planning his future as a firefighter or some other thing that he gives back to the community.
I had a very active past. As a kid, I was always into lots of different sports, and eventually I found snowboarding.
He's got so many talents that, you know, it ended up, those talents were being taken away by the drug addiction. And today he's working on all of those talents. He's back singing, he's snowboarding, he's teaching snowboarding.
I lucked out, and one of the photographers on Cyprus took a picture of me in front of the rings and sent it out to thousands and thousands of people. But things like that in recovery happen often. It's really baffling. If you're doing the right thing, if you're working really hard at becoming a better person and you know, helping people around you, things just sort of fall into place. Hey, spread, guys.
Doing your chores is a real key part of a recovery, actually. It gives you a grounding of responsibility, and Cole's done that since he got here. He's helped others do that. He helps in groups. We do group sessions every day, and Cole's voice is one of reason and one of encouragement.
All you really have to do is stick around long enough to put in the work and do the right things, and you'll find the universe kind of starts to align for you. You know, and Trilogy House has given me the opportunity to see those amazing things.
It's wonderful. I mean, it just is everything that I could hope for in terms of helping to change the world. This is it.
The website is therecoverysociety.com. Not only does Cole work at the Trilogy Houses and is also a snowboarding teacher and play in a band, but he's also a ski patroller up at Grouse. I tell you, he makes me want to do more with my life. And speaking of someone who's making the most of it, it's time to check in with Mark Sutherland and crew on the Cowboys Casino's Chuck's Insider.
What's becoming a lot more special to me as I wind my career down is my son is getting very competitive, and I just lucky up at the last one at Pinoca there. I just beat him by 1/100th of a second, you know, just my horse was in stride and his was down, and he was actually ahead of me at the wire, and out of some fate or whatever it is, I ended up winning that in the photo, and you know, he's been very tough the last few years, so that makes me extremely proud, and that's actually where I want him to be. I'd like him to try and beat me, and if he gets the job done, I'll shake his hand.
It's 9:17 with Forbes and Friends, and Jerry's got a special guest.
Well, look what the wind blew in. If it ain't old Mark Sutherland. How are you, buddy?
I'm good.
How is the chuck wagon going?
Well, it's going good. You know, we're getting ready for the biggest show, so that makes me feel good.
Chuck wagon racing isn't, you know,
it's not big enough that the guys are independently wealthy from it. So, you know, I've got a winter job. I work at community relations within Canada, and it's, you know, it fits nicely with my pastime, other career, truck wagon racing. There's only one champion, and, you know, that's what everyone saw. You know, in Ponoka, I was 1/100th away from a $50,000 payday, you know, and instead I didn't get it. So, you know, you got to have money somewhere, and some of it comes from corporate sponsorship, but a lot of it comes from your winter work. I did CJ 92 this morning. Of course, Forbes. He's always fun. And we're kind of like traveling gypsies. We go from show to show looking for a place to race, and had a couple, you know, what would be perceived as days off. In reality, we had a couple days to haul everything, you know, back to Calgary and into the ground. So the two guys and the new girl was in yesterday getting the stalls ready, and, you know, planning and doing things and getting straw and getting hay and getting oats, and dealing with you know, the increased media attention and corporate sponsor, you know, obligations, that type of stuff. It's really, really a busy time for us, and but that's what makes it so great. You know, it's stampede.
Can I get a yeehaw? Got to admit, I'm extra into these stories because I'm going to the Calgary Stampede for my very first time this year. So if anyone has a pair of size 6 cowboy boots they want to lend me, or a really cute cowboy hat, tweet me at Johanna M. Ward, or you can also post your Calgary Stampede stories on our Facebook page. You're watching The Express, and this is what's coming up.
This is pretty much the most unique building you'll find in Vancouver.
Capital Direct Dream Homes tours a Cole Harbour condo.
Built in 1967.
Whistler's first seafood restaurant celebrates its 25th anniversary. The Express. We are your local voice.
The Express is brought to you in part by Plum, fashion supplier to host Johanna Ward.
Welcome back to The Express in Cole Harbour. Oh, summer in the city. It's so gorgeous down here. Amazing views, access to everything downtown. Ever wonder what the access is like to live down here? Well, we're about to find out, because on today's Capital Direct Dream Homes, it's basically a tour of luxury downtown living.
Capital Direct Dream Homes on Shaw TV is brought to you by Capital Direct at capitaldirect.ca.
Nestled between the majestic mountains to the north and the calming ocean to the west, downtown Vancouver is well known around the world for its incredible beauty. It's also been dubbed the City of Glass thanks to hundreds of modern condominiums making up its magnificent skyline. Today we visit the cream of the crop, a building fashioned with European charm and elegance, the Grace.
Hey Paul.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good.
You know what? I've never been to the coast of Italy, but looking at this place, it's pretty close.
This is pretty much the most unique building you'll find in Vancouver because of the architecture style and the suites within. It's a very architectural place that's based around things you'll see around Europe or even in high-profile places in New York.
And the scenery inside is just as lavish as it is outside. This is one of the most stylish 3-bedroom condos you'll find in downtown Vancouver. The entire place was remodeled with contemporary elegance in mind. Everything from the beautiful feature wall to the living room fireplace.
The living room is part of the open concept design. There's a bit of separation through the fireplace. You have kind of a dining living area. There's floor-to-ceiling windows, and it's all focused around the light that comes into the unit.
Moving into the kitchen that was designed to maximize the apartment's modest 2,000 square feet of space.
Everything is seamless and flush. The architect and the designers used the finest materials when they did this unit, from walnut to Carrara marble to custom stainless steel counters you'll see in the kitchen. There's some great appliances in there as well. Designed for a chef, but still in a beautiful modern style.
The master suite is completely custom tailored as well. Everything from the bed to the designer millwork was built to create a cozy yet uncluttered environment.
When you walk in the bedroom, there's a seamless flush fireplace. There's a beautiful built-in bed. All the cabinetry around is seamless, and there's lots of unique storage as you open it all up. Great balance between form and function. When you walk onto the ensuite, there's heated slate flooring. There's a large soaker tub, lots of beautiful Carrara marble used throughout. There's a walk-in shower with a steam shower, and just again the finest materials both from the woodwork to the stonework.
It's a standard of excellence seen throughout this 21st century villa. Next we go into the private elevator entrance to check out the building's high-end extras.
So Paul, we've seen world-class architecture and now here, world-class amenities too.
The Grace really has some of the best amenities, an indoor-outdoor pool, a hot tub, a steam room, sauna, and the quality here is just really special, something you don't find in a lot of buildings.
And outside, more exquisite European artistry, from the building sculptures to the iron gate entrance and the imported Italian pottery.
The Grace is a special building. You walk in and you have a unique experience from the time you enter the gate to right into walking to your suite. And it really is amongst the most unique properties you'll find in Vancouver.
As you can see, this is the perfect blend of old world charm and modern sophistication. I'm your host, Tim Chung, and join me next time on Dream Homes.
Capital Direct Dream Homes has been brought to you by Capital Direct at capitaldirect.ca.
Mark your calendars for October the 15th and set your PVR for Shaw TV. We'll be launching a new half-hour version of Dream Homes hosted by Bianca Solterbeck and Nicole Fitzgerald. Although Nicole's not just into sparkling chandeliers, she's also a bit of a foodie, and we're checking back in with her in Whistler Village. Of course, the Village isn't the only place to find great fine dining.
No, it's not, Johanna. There's a diamond in the rough in Creekside. Whistler's first seafood restaurant celebrates its 25th anniversary this year. It's local, it's hidden. It's the Rimrock Cafe. The Rimrock Cafe is Whistler's own secret garden.
I think it might have been a detriment back in the beginning to be away from the Village, but now it's kind of almost like a cool thing to get out of the Village. So it's kind of nice that way.
Located somewhere between a time when triple chairs were all the rage on Blackcomb Mountain to the present day's five-star fine dining expectations, the Rimrock Cafe is quintessentially Whistler. Think ski boots paired with a little black dress.
Hi, Nicole.
Hi, Bob.
Welcome to the Rimrock.
Thank you very much.
It's one of Whistler's oldest commercial buildings, built in 1967. So from the outside, it looks like what it is a very old lodge. But when you come up the stairs and you get this wood and the rock and the fireplace, people fall in love.
Welcome. How are we this evening?
Very good.
Excellent.
The Rimrock Cafe celebrates their 25th anniversary this year. A lot has changed. The 40-seat cafe has evolved into a 100-seat fine dining establishment. But what is most interesting are the things that haven't changed. Things like Johnny O.
Perfect. You're very welcome.
Johnny O started working here, I think, around 22 years ago. He's got personality, he's got a heart of gold. He loves food, too. He can suggest anything to whatever desire that you're feeling that night. Johnny's a true Whistler local. He's been here for over 30 years, skis as much as he can, and works most nights.
Authenticity. It greets guests both in front of house and back. Fruits of the Sea are the star of Whistler's first seafood restaurant, although more game dishes have worked their way onto plates. Some recipes have changed, while others remain classic, like the rack of lamb with lobster, even after 25 years.
You have to change the menu every once in a while, but you have to keep certain things on because people expect to come back and, you know, have something that they remember or they're, you know, people are funny when it comes to food. Some people order the same thing every time.
Consistency. It's something that can be tasted. Zagat has rated the old-time favorite as very good to excellent 3 years running. 4.5 stars is the common showing on TripAdvisor, But the biggest accolade comes from Whistler locals. For 10 consecutive years, Local Peak News Magazine readers have voted the Rimrock Whistler's best overall restaurant.
It has the history behind it, you know, it has that strength of consistency. Having the two owners be here hands-on from day one, I think is really what sets this place apart. It's really a winning equation.
One that comes with a sweet signature toffee pudding ending. Staying true to its roots, there is no ostentatious anniversary bash. However, the linen tablecloth-free cafe is participating in Dine in Whistler, a celebration of 30-plus restaurants offering 3-course menus from $19 to $49 until June 28th.
It's a great way of letting locals dine in Whistler at a reasonable price.
I think it's really good for everybody because then they get to go out and try different places and try all the different things on the menu.
From the outskirts of Whistler Village, where the wild locals are, I'm Nicole Fitzgerald for Shaw TV.
Our Sea to Sky videographer Ian Dunsmore is a regular at the Rimrock. His favorite dish is the mixed grill, which includes venison, lamb, and tenderloin. Perfect dish for the indecisive guest or the one with the really big appetite. Now for more things to do around the Sea to Sky, Metro Vancouver and the Fraser Valley, we've got the 411 on your FYI.
Radar's Quality Assured Collisions FYI is presented by Radar's Quality Assured Collision, an ICBC Valet accredited repair facility.
Drop in at City Centre Library in Surrey for the African Stages Storytelling Festival, Friday, July 6th and Saturday, July 7th. Enjoy inspiring cultural music, dance, and stories. Make it a Canada Day weekend at the Port Moody Station Museum and celebrate our nation's 145th birthday, June 30th to July 2nd. July 8th, join the Miles for Smiles fundraiser to benefit the Semiahmoo House Society. A 5K walk or run, followed by live music and a barbecue at South Surrey Athletic Park.
Radar's Quality Assured Collisions FYI was presented by Radar's Quality Assured Collision.
And that's it for today's Express, where we took you on a helicopter tour atop Grouse Mountain through the lions. We got an insider's look at the Calgary Stampede, and we toured an amazing Cole Harbour condo. We'd love to hear what you thought about the show, so you can follow us on Facebook, talk to us on Twitter. You can even use old school email. That's theexpress@shaw.ca. Thanks for watching the show, only on Shaw TV.